YouTube, but what's going on? We're bringing you back another MX Bikes video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to react to the brand new preview video for the Hangtown track. So it looks like they drop a preview video every Thursday, the day before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to react to that video, give you guys my thoughts about the track, where I think it's going to be good, where I think it's going to be bad, and vice versa. And also a big shout out to my boy Mix. He gave me the idea of doing this. So let me know what you guys think about it. We'll do it for a few weeks. We'll post it every Friday, and let me know what you guys think. If you guys still enjoy it by the end of the year, or end of the season, I guess that's a plus. So with that being said, let's jump right into the preview video and get it going. Okay, so I pulled up the video. I'll make sure to leave the link and everything for this video in the description, so definitely check it out yourself. Leave a comment on it as well. This is the Aerial YouTube channel, so make sure you guys go hit that sub button over there as well. This is like the pro scene. So let's dive into it. From the overhead shots, it looks good. This, I'm not gonna lie, I watched this morning. This right here, these braking bumps going down this hill, I think will be the death of a lot of people, for real, even including myself. This section that right here as well, I think is going to be a very, very difficult time for bikes. It's already a difficult time on the 2020s, and you're adding braking bumps to this. I think it's going to be even worse. I'm not playing the music because I don't know if it's copyrighted. I think once Stone actually starts riding around, I'll pause it as well. But that wall jump was there in the 2020, but it wasn't as massive, it looks like. So that's a plus. Does that braking bumps on the start? I don't even know. The overall, like, everything. Let's see. All right, so there's no music. Okay. So this is Stone riding the track. I think that corner right there is kind of, I don't know. He's coming at it from a weird angle. So never mind. I was going to say it's kind of skinny, but it's not that skinny. It's just from a weird angle. This all seems the same, just like with some tough blocks and banners. Those braking bumps, I like the 3-lane option. He took the middle or the inside rut, so I couldn't really see the two other lines. This is basically the same. Like, look at these braking bumps going down to that corner. That's going to be tough. Especially like all of these, especially on like the outside. There's a lot more braking bumps on the outside, it looks like. I think that's going to be very, very, very tough. I wonder if you can double that. I feel like you can in last year's when Stone did it, you were able to do it a little bit. So I wonder if you're going to be able to do it this year. I think that will save a lot of time. Going up the hill. That inside rut's going to be OP. I feel like a lot, like, look at how many, dude, if you cannot go into the, we got to run this back. Okay, so this is fine. The double's fine. Look at how many you can kind of see it. It's not like the bit rate's not that great, but dude, there's braking bumps going all the way into the corner. One thing I would say on this section is I feel like a lot of us are going to be riding the edges here. Regardless of inside or outside, I think a lot of people are going to ride the edge and try to get to that outside and kind of just like rail it. I think a lot of people are going to try to do that, or maybe kind of like angle it a little bit more. That seems fine. Braking bumps going into this. That's going to be tough too on the suspension. That wall jump is going to be tough. It looks like you can, this wall jump right here is actually a little bit better than the 2020s, I think. The 2020 version is more of a steep wall jump. I feel like this one's not as steep, or at least from the Stone point of view right here. It doesn't seem as steep. And I don't know if that's going to be faster, the way that Stone did it, or going around the outside. You guys, there's a lot of braking bumps on that other line, though. I miss Hangtown having this big triple instead of like that tiny double. Okay, that middle line seems smooth. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but okay, so you go triple, and look at that. I think that's going to be smooth. I think that's going to be the main line right there. Maybe the inside if you have a better angle. I'm trying to see where he goes here. The outside might be smooth, but it sets you up so bad for this section. One thing I will say, that section right there is super, super cool in my opinion. But one thing I will say about this whole section is last year we did not have the, like, Last year's right here was like really, really technical, and I wasn't a big fan of it. That looks a lot easier to do. So I'm super excited about it for this year. That inside, dude, I don't think anybody's going to hit this inside rut. Is anybody going to hit? I don't know. I think that middle line, middle to outside, I don't know. Maybe that inside will be quicker. I don't know. Stone's just like, he's riding around slowly, and there's a lot of braking bumps. Look how rough. Look how rough that section was. That S section. We got to go back to that. Okay, so this is fine. This is fine. The double going into this. But I feel like the braking bumps don't even stop. Like, look at his bike bounce everywhere. And then goes into like a smooth for the ruts and stuff. And then you have another braking bumps into a massive wall. Not really that massive of a wall, but... Dude, it's going to be tough, dude. The braking bumps on this track, I think, are going to be basically the same as Paula. So I think it's going to be extremely rough to get used to. And I definitely struggled with that Paula. There's some smooth spots. Like this is right here. That's pretty smooth. Going up the hill. This whole section seems a little bit smooth. But like, I feel like the back half of the track is where it really, really shows like the roughness. And like going down this hill. Going back up. Especially on the other side of the track where I told you about where the S section is. I wonder if the outside... See, I wonder if that outside is going to be a little bit quicker. But then it sets you up at a horrible angle. I think for this section, you're going to have to go wider here. You're going to have to go like where my mouse is. And then dive, like go like that. Like angle it. Like the apex angle it. And I think it will be way better. I'm trying to find lines that I can picture in my head. Like this line right here, I don't know. Look how many braking bumps. You can kind of see it. Look how many braking bumps are here. But that gives me a point where maybe if you don't hit that, like the middle of this lip, you can maybe hit the side of the lip, like right here. And you can double over this instead of hitting like the kicker. That could be a line. Doesn't look like Stone rode too many laps on this unless he reset the track before he did a lap. You can't really see E road. I don't know. This section is gonna be fine. That section right there is gonna be fire, as long as we don't collide with one another. I think it's gonna be good. Like if you're out front, like Skills, Lins, anybody out front, like Hurls, like they're gonna be fine. I think. But if once you get like other people going into that section, oh, it's gonna be tough. You see how many braking bumps are on that outside? I don't know. Maybe a dive into the inside there might be a little bit smoother. And then you can dive back into the like middle or inside line, like right there. One thing I could say for sure is the roughness looks the same as Paula. If I'm not mistaken, they're not going to update anything until Lakewood, which is next week. So we're still going to have like the same type of roughness. But I don't know. I think the track's going to be just as good as Paula. So if you guys really enjoyed Paula, you're going to enjoy this one. I know as a MX Bikes player, I know as a pro last year, I wasn't a big fan of Hangtown last year. But I'm not also a big fan of Hangtown 2020 TFC either. And I think it's just, I'm not a fan of Hangtown, if that makes sense. Just not one of my favorite tracks to go or ride, I guess you would say. I really think you can double that. $100 Skills is going to do it first lap. There's a lot of different line choices. That's what one thing I really, really like about this track. I don't know if it's going to be one line though. Like I can still see it being one line, but I also feel like going up the hills, it gives you an opportunity to go left or right, and it gives the opportunity to give you like a different fast line. So say if someone goes to the left with Stone here, this gives him the opportunity to cut Stone off going into the inside, right? And Stone will have to go to that outside line, which might be slower. So that's a cool different thing. That's one good thing about Hangtown, honestly. I think a lot of the passes are going to be in like those 3-line corners, the 3 ruts, I guess you would say. So for example, like this one has 3 different ruts, inside, middle, outside. The next one, I think this might be a good passing point. You just follow him. And if he goes, say, outside, you tuck into the inside, and then you might have a better angle, or you have to go all the way outside and try to do like the rollers that way. One thing about TFC, definitely giving you the different options of line choices. I would suggest, honestly, one of my things is make the ruts a little bit bigger, in the essence of like, if you guys go ride JVs, the ruts are more like, they don't fade away. You see how it fades like away a little bit at the very end? It like disappears. I think JV is just like all the way around. It's just the rut is all the way around. Where TFC likes to like finish his like early. I don't know. Just one thing I would recommend is just changing up the ruts. And not necessarily all of them. There's just a few of them. And that goes back to like Paula as well. This would be a good passing point going down the hill after the start. If you can get to the inside before the guy takes that middle line, you might have the pass made. Man, it's going to be so tough tipping down that section right there on a 450. I'm excited to play it. I don't know if it's going to be my favorite, right? I don't know if it's going to be my favorite or anything to that nature, but I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to race it. Hopefully we can get in. If you guys are watching this, we're actually trying to qualify it an hour after this video drops. So make sure you guys tune into the aerial live stream that's going to happen. Navo's going to be streaming it around 5 p.m. Pacific or 8 p.m. Eastern. So definitely check that out. And if you guys enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below. I would definitely do a reaction to all of these coming out. I think it's honestly a good idea. It gives you like a visual of the track. It also just gets your mind thinking about different lines that you can take. And I think that's a good thing. Thank you guys so much for the love on the last couple of videos, man. You guys are going crazy. I know I say this every single video, but I do have to say thank you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're close to 11,000. So definitely hit that sub button and we'll catch you guys back here in the next video. I'm out. Peace.